What's up guys, my name is Ryan and I spent the last few years exploring the incredible continent of Europe, and I want to show you my favorite places. So here's my Europe Top 100. I have to say that Europe is my favorite place in the world. From the landscapes of the Alps to the countless medieval cities, it's impossible to beat the beauty of Europe. This video is a long one, so I made timestamps of all the places in the description so you can jump around to your favorite places. For our first destination, we're going to head to possibly my favorite place ever, Seceda. Now located in the Dolomites of northern Italy, I remember the first time I saw a video of this mountain, I couldn't believe it existed. The green glass slopes contrasted with the jagged mountain ridge, often covered in clouds, makes one of the most beautiful landscape combos. Now to get to Seceda, I took 2 gondolas up the mountain and made it to the top. I remember the first time I saw the mountain, I couldn't believe my eyes. The clouds covered half of it, making it one of the best views I've ever gotten. Places like this really spark your imagination and make you feel like a kid again. I hope everyone can witness the power of Seceda at least once in their life. Another magical place nearby is Alpe de Suisse. It's home to the largest high alpine meadow in Europe. The backdrop of the mountain with the farm cabins creates a scene straight out of a dream. After northern Italy, let's head over to the mystical Faroe Islands. Located right between Norway and Iceland in the North Atlantic Ocean, the archipelago is made up of 18 volcanic islands. Now I have to say that the Faroes are home to some of the world's most dramatic landscapes, from sheer sea cliffs to waterfalls straight into the ocean. One of the most scenic places in the Faroe Islands is the Múlafossur waterfall. Now it's located on Vagar Island, and the waterfall descends about 100 feet into the ocean below. I mean, the backdrop of the village with a massive green mountain behind makes for one of the most scenic places on earth. One of my personal favorite places in the Faroe Islands is the Sea Stacks of Dragonir. I mean, the name itself just sounds freaking epic. It's this slanted sea rock with a perfect arch right above the cold Atlantic Ocean. This place looks like a scene out of Game of Thrones. I just can't believe how beautiful the Faroe Islands are. After the Faroe Islands, we're going to Italy to visit the picturesque village of Positano. I have to say that this is one of the most beautiful places in Europe. Located on the Amalfi Coast, back in the 1st century, luxury Roman villas were built on the coast here. It was believed to be a home of mythical sirens who would seduce sailors to crash upon the rocky shores. Positano was a somewhat poor fishing village during the first half of the 20th century, but tourism began to gain traction in the 1950s. When you see this place in real life, you won't believe it. It's hard to beat the backdrop of the mountains filled with colorful villas against the Mediterranean Sea with boats and yachts. Positano is quite the touristy destination, but its beauty is worth it. After Positano, we're going to head over to Switzerland to Valle Verzasca. Valle Verzasca is famous for having this medieval bridge that goes over some of the clearest river water in the world. I remember the first time I got there, I was immediately baffled by the beauty of this place. I mean, the water is crystal clear. You can see all the way to the bottom. The bridge was a prime place to cliff jump, so it took me a while to build up the courage to jump, but I was able to throw some of my favorite gainers off the water. I also had an amazing time snorkeling in the water there. I mean, just so clear. It was such a fun memory for me. I mean, it's hard to beat cliff jumping in Switzerland. All right, so after Switzerland, we're going to head over to the Italian coast to visit Cinque Terre. Now, Cinque Terre is made up of 5 seaside villages that date back to medieval times. During the medieval ages, the villages started to be attacked by pirates, so fortifying walls were built to protect them against any future raids. The small town of Vernazza is one of my favorites. It has the only natural port of Cinque Terre. I just can't get over the colorful houses and beauty of the Cinque Terre. It's hard to beat the charm of these Italian villages. After Cinque Terre, we're going to head over to England's Jurassic Coast. Now,